So as you can see right now, I just stacked them up like that. So far most of it is Nintendo related. And that thing that I thought was empty actually contained this. It's pretty small, thin, but it's so heavy. This one's pretty cool, so I'm surprised I missed this one. It's pretty big as well. Let me open it. And these, I bought one of these without the surrounding, without this thing, and it cost me a fortune back in the Netherlands. Now I got it pretty cheap, except shipping, because it's so heavy, shipping is quite expensive. But yeah, the reason why they're so heavy is because they're still full. And, oh, sorry. Oh man, this thing is heavy. Let's see if I can open this properly. This one's cool, man. I found this one extra cool because it comes with the original stand. Let's see if you guys can see what it is. Final Fantasy 13 Elixir. Oh, this one's heavy, man. Alright, let me pop the cover. See if it will come off easily. Yes, looks like it. Look at that. That's just the inside, or is that part of the... no. I see what this is. I'm not gonna set it up yet until my showroom is done. But, look at that. Now don't tell me that ain't cool. All the characters here from Final Fantasy 13. We got Snow, we got Vanilla, we got, Lightning, aka Claire. We got a little chocobo here. We got... Sarah. It's been a while since I played 13. We got another Lightning. It's different than that one though. We got, who we got here? Wasn't that Sid in 13? I don't remember. Got another Lightning and another Lightning. Well, they sure like Lightning over there. Got another Lightning. We got Snow. We got Fang. We got Hope. Who's this? Another Vanille and Saz. And it even comes with the cool tumbler. It's very reflective, so you don't think you can see the text on it. Let me see. Final Fantasy 13 Elixir. So this is cool because it had the tumbler. Most of the times you'll find these cans. You don't really find the tumbler that often. And hardly ever you find the complete set. So you got these little flaps here. I'm not sure if you can see it when we go down. These little flaps here. Now, let me show you the instructions. There we go. Basically unfold the back on that part, then you put it up. Wait, I think it's supposed to be a two-piece stand there. I thought this one would go in there. Wouldn't that make more sense? Let me check the back of this thing. Okay, the stand is there, so no, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, I guess that's just the cover. So that thing is just the cover and that one is the entire stand. So that one folds into something. A stand like that. a display. And let me see if I can zoom in, because this is awesome. Right there. We got number 152 out of 30,000. So, okay, so there's 30,000 of these, which is not a whole lot, but I guess it's only for Japan market, because I'm not sure if these things being released outside of Japan. But yeah, there's only 30,000, and I reckon there's not a lot of them complete anymore. Alright, let me take one can out. Here. Just to show you. I actually forgot who this dude is at all. So we got Final Fantasy 13 Elixir. Got a little text on there, and we got a picture. And then the top and the bottom. I'm gonna check what the expiration date on this thing is. It's probably long due. Do not I mean, it's a collector's edition. You would not want to drink these. I got a few of these which are already opened as well. But yeah, in this state you don't want to drink them, man. I reckon if you drink this one, you're gonna have to visit the toilet quite often. Ah, there's his name. Jag Roche. Is that the dude's name? Let me check on the rest. Yeah, it is. Because this is Urbadia Vanille. Really happy with this one. This one is so clean. I've never seen one in this state yet. But this one is going for my museum. I have to think on how I'm going to fit this in my museum though. It's pretty big, so it's gonna have to be in an 80 centimeter Billy cabinet, the bigger ones. And well actually, I had a measuring tape. Here we go. Let me check. It's 40, so it could even fit in a smaller one. And then it will just barely fit, so it's a snug tight. That might even be better. It's just the height, so, you know, I would like to have the shelves on the same level, but I might have to jump the shelves every now and then because of the bigger items like these. Oh, yo, man, I'm really happy with this one. I'm excited. Still busy with my showroom though, so I cannot put it there just right now, but yeah, really happy with this. Alright guys, yeah, I'm super excited about this stuff. Remember, some of these stuff, not all of them, but if you do see some of these stuff, give me a private message. And if you're interested in buying some of these from me, because I also do sell some of these. I am from the Netherlands, so do consider shipping. Shipping in Europe is easy. Shipping outside of Europe is gonna be a bit of a hassle and expensive. But yeah, the shipping costs are for the buyer. So I'm willing to ship it however you guys want it, as long as you're paying for it. I'm fine with it. And I got plenty of bubble wrap, so you don't have to worry about any packaging. Bubble wrap plenty, man. All right, really happy with this one. And it's also a very early number, which makes it even more valuable for me. Oh, there we go. Put it to the side. That one is like, you wouldn't tell, but that thing is like 15 kilos. So, yeah, happy so far. Alright, well that's box number 2. Oh, another freaking heavy box. This is the one maybe with the controllers then. This one doesn't come in the original packaging, so I reckon they just used another box. Maybe it was in one box together and it was too big to ship, so they just separated it. Just started raining outside, which is nice because the weather here is so warm right now. It's nice to have a cool down. Well, no bubble wrap this time. Maybe I didn't tell them to wrap this one. I do pay a little bit extra, like I mentioned, for wrapping, but I have a feeling. I reckon these are the controllers. Got a little bit of this, whatever that is. There is bubble wrap. Alright. Look what we got here. A controller. Now this one's actually pretty cool. Because it's an ASCII pad. It's a turbo controller. This one looks pretty clean actually. Turbo controller. That's one controller. That one just came saying hello to me. Alright, well, let me give you a quick Alright guys, a little jump forward. I removed all the Super Nintendo controllers because they were taking up the entire table. So yeah, we got 3 packages left. 2 boxes and 1 is just the envelope. I do have to tell you that not all of those were from the same buyer. One of them is originally from Square Enix itself. Actually, it came straight from Square Enix itself, so I had to wait for it for a bit. Because it was out of stock, even though I paid it when it was in stock, so I had to text a few people in Square Enix. And in the end, I was able to get one of them finally, after half a year. I mean, I still got it, so there's no worries about it. That's, you know, I don't really care when I get it, as long as I do get it, like with my PostNL package. The one from the Dutch post office that got lost. So yeah, I got this one from Square Enix. I had to wait for it for a while, but yeah, I was finally able to get it. They said you can refund or we can wait. I said, well, I'd rather wait because I still want it. Excuse me. Alright, I reckon that's this one, so fortunately I can't show you guys too much of this. Why? Well, because it's sealed, probably. And I'd like to keep it sealed for my collection, so I'm just gonna show you the outside, I suppose. Rip this. Yeah, this is Square Enix. They always use these boxes. So we got Nier Replicant, which is their latest game. So you can tell how long I've been waiting on this, because this is... I bought this during the release, and it's already been out for a few months, but that's okay. Nier Replicant. I can show you this one. This is what I was waiting for. So again, won't be able to show you except this box. I might unpack them in the future. I'm not really sure if I want to open my collector's editions, to be honest. And basically, what we got here is the Snow White edition, the collector's edition of Nier Replicant. One I've been waiting for ages. See if I can focus it a little bit. People always ask me, why do you buy collector's editions if you're gonna keep them sealed? Well, that's the collector's thing, you know? I'd like to display them, but then, yeah, if you keep them in seal, they're more valuable. This one's sealed, as you can see here. There's a little seal thingy. So, yeah. Debating, should I open this or not? I mean, I might. If my YouTube channel ever gets bigger and people are really asking for it, I might open it. If not, I'm just gonna keep it sealed for now. Pretty sweet, but in order to protect this, I am going to put it back in this box. There we go. That's a perfect fit. So, gonna keep this one in there. I still don't know what these are. Sorry, guys. Need to. Realign it here a bit. There we go. And of course I'll play this because this is just our normal game. I mean, this I'll probably open and play. PS4. There we go. Nier Replicant. Sweet. Now that was the box from Square Enix, the one I've been waiting on for a while. They also sent me this. I actually don't know what it is. It was in my mailbox, and I do believe the shipper is Square Enix. It's from France, but can't really tell where it's from. Maybe it's not even Square Enix. I don't know. Let me open this off screen for a sec. I assumed it was. Yeah, it is. Okay. I know what this is. My mouth guard Thought these things were out of stock, and luckily they still have it. Again, I ordered this during the Corona pandemic. I mean, there is still Corona, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, that was the thing. Mouthguard, Square Enix. All the jobs from Final Fantasy 14. Now I'll keep it sealed. I was planning on using this. But since these are no longer required, I'm just going to use a normal one if I have to. I mean, if I had to walk with this all day long, I'd wear this. But now, you know, because the major pandemic is over. There's still the pandemic, don't worry. But it's at least not as bad anymore. Yeah. Pretty cool. Memory of, I mean, I guess it's a momentum of Corona. A mouthguard from Final Fantasy 14. So I was pretty sure it was from Square Enix, but I couldn't confirm. That was actually the envelope I was referring to. So that leaves us only with one box. I know it's not as exciting as the other video. That's because the main box, that is the one that was missing, had a lot of cool stuff in it. Fortunately, yeah, I hope to get that back in the future. I can spoil one thing for you. There was a PlayStation 3 Advanced Children Final Fantasy 7 Edition console in there. That would have been epic to unbox. As well as all these small Coca-Cola minifigurines from Final Fantasy. There were like over 200 of them in there. That's all lost in transit, unfortunately. And we still have another super heavy box. This is the final one. Doesn't look big. It's pretty heavy. I know what's in there. I don't know what Faru means, or Faru. It's the box that was shipped in. I reckon this is about 18 to 20 kilos. And this one is pretty cool. This is actually the last box my seller had. I mean, this is the last item my seller had waiting for me. So now, I don't have anything waiting for me anymore. Except, I guess, that PostNL package, but I'm gonna keep saying their name. Bad review. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Just getting rid of all these protective shizzle. Let me get this. Alright, basically, they're all books. They're completely sealed. The condition they're in is really good. So I got them super cheap. But I made a big mistake. The weight of these things is so heavy that the shipping became very expensive. So we got some... Yeah, I don't know what this is, man. I thought it was Monster Hunter first. Then I thought it was Dragon Quest. But I couldn't tell. I still can't tell. It says Monster Strike. Not sure if it's a guide or a manga. This one's obvious. Monster Hunter Portable 3. And PSPs. It's already a pretty old one. Start-book. But it's basically unused. Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. I played this game. It's a Japan only game. This one has never been released inside Europe. Still in the seal. Some of this will be for resale, some of it will not be. I'm selling all of my games, or the majority of it, except for Square Enix and games like Zelda and Monster Hunter. Because they have a, you know, they're a good, what do you call it, a good series. And I have some nostalgic feelings towards them as well. So I might keep the Monster Hunter book. I'll probably sell that. I have to research what that is. One that's not sealed. It's another one of those Monster Strike books. Oh, I love the artwork, man. The artwork on this stuff is sick. I guess it's a guide about information about monsters. I'm gonna do some research on this because, yeah, the artwork is cool. That's why I bought these in the first place. The guides from Japan are like 20 times more awesome than the ones we have here in Europe or over in America. A lot more colorful. And we got Final Fantasy 14. First Master Guide. Is it 14? Sorry, 15. I'm like, wait, this doesn't look like 14. It's 15. It's the Regalia car. This one's on top of here, so I could remove it. They crossed out the price. Reckon it's like, what, 60 yen? It was so cheap. I got it cheap as well. Completely sealed. Yeah, I'm keeping this one. Pretty cool. Final Fantasy 15. And this one is the one I did play as well on the Wii. Monster Hunter Tri. Whenever I see this, I get remembered of, you should YouTube that. Maybe I'll leave a link down below. It's called Iron Beard. I think that's his name. It's the trailers from Monster Hunter Tri. I think it's an official trailer. There's this guy wearing Lagia Cruz, which is this monster. His armor. And then he's got this head, like supposedly chopped off, like a paper mache head, I guess, in the back of his truck. He drives around town asking if anyone has a grill to put this on to make some monster burgers. And yeah, I think it's called Iron Bear. Amazing. I love his accent as well. So Monster Hunter Tri, a game I played quite a lot on the Wii. Quite a hard game actually, because I did not like the Wii controls that much. I was playing with the, I originally played with the Wii mode. I ditched that for the Pro controller. Right, another very legendary game. The Legend of Dragoon, the official guidebook. So as you can see, brand spanking new. Legend of Dragoon has a legendary status of PS1 games, especially the price as well. There's 4 discs in it. It's an amazing game, but the prices have skyrocketed of this game. So, but I am a fan of the Legend of Dragoon, but it's not affiliated with Square Enix, so gonna have to let it go. We got another Monster Hunter Portable Third. Same deal, complete and seal. Zinogre. Oh, that's completely Zinogre. I thought that was a different one, but this entire creature, if you will, monster, I suppose, is Zinogre. I love his armor. His armor is pretty cool in most of the Monster Hunter games. And we got this. And so far I have no idea. Rune Factory. Ah, it's Rune Factory, I know that. Rune Factory Oceans. I mean, I know the name, I've never played it. It's a pretty basic outside cover. But, yeah, Rune Factory. Heard the name before, never played it. Here we got, well, this is a keeper again. Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. This is from Square Enix, so yeah, I'm definitely keeping that. It's the same cover, I believe, as the game itself. There's no Final Fantasy characters on the back or front. These are, you know, these 4, 5 are from Kingdom Hearts. And then there's, well, of course, your main characters from Disney. Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Goofy. But there's no Final Fantasy characters on there, I just noticed that actually. Alright, this one might go to a friend of mine because he's a huge Zelda collector. Phantom, I thought it was the Phantom Hourglass? It's Nintendo DS, yeah, so it's the Phantom Hourglass, because I was thinking maybe this is not the Red Lion. I thought it was Wind Waker for a sec, but it's not. This is the Phantom Hourglass. Or at least that's how it was called in Europe. Now I have to check why. Oh man, they taped it. Are you kidding me? Don't tape books, man. Never tape books. I hate it when I do that. I mean, I know it's to protect it, but man, do you know what tape does to books? I'm wearing gloves, so this is not going to be easy. See if I can remove this for a sec. Because I want to show you guys. Let me remove my glove. Yeah, man. Again, if you ever sell books, never ever tape them. Don't put any price stickers on them either. Luckily, this kind of tape is kind of easy to remove. And it didn't leave a scratch, more importantly. So the friend I was mentioning, actually I have two. One is JWright42 speedrunner on YouTube. Might want to follow him, like him. He's doing a lot of Zelda speedruns. The other one is Hammercat42, better known as Hammercat Live42. He plays random games. He's not a speedrunner. He plays random games. He does play with me some games sometimes. We have our Let's Multiplay from the Nintendo when he visits me in real life. We just local multiplayer game from my collection. Or sometimes joins us online with Left 4 Dead along with JWright. So here we got the Phantom Hourglass. Look at these amazing maps, and it's just so colorful. It's so much different than what we have here in Europe. Look at it. Like, I like that. Color, black and white, color. It's like the same thing over. I'm never a huge fan of these layout covers. This outer plastic that's on there. Right, Phantom Hourglass. Here, I have no idea. Official guidebook from Rebus. Not much to see there. It's brand new. Rebus. What I could do with this is when I sell them, I'll keep them in the seal, I'll just sell them and then post some pictures from online photos on there, I guess. So I don't have to open it. Next up. Yeah. No idea here. I'm starting Japanese speaking and listening right now, but I've not started kanji yet, or hiragana, katakana. I might do that in the future so I can at least start reading these. I'm starting with the speech first. 3DS something, volume 1. I have no idea. Could be cool, could be just advertisement. Another cool one, Luigi's Mansion. That's a big one. I like what I like about these Japanese guides. They're so super detailed. Sometimes a bit too much, but they go in so much more detail than the ones we have here in Europe. That's why they're also sometimes so thick. If you go to Ultimania ones from Final Fantasy, they're like this. It's like the size of a Bible or a holy book, if you will. It's like massive. Of course, you have smaller versions as well of those books, but Luigi's Mansion. Awesome. Oh, well, here's a good example. Speaking of it, Final Fantasy X, Ultimania. Boom. Come on, man. There's so much detail in these books, it's crazy. Ultimania, Squaresoft. I'm keeping this one, obviously. I'm gonna remove that sticker. I'm not happy with those. This is, I mean, actually, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's definitely bigger. It's one finger bigger than Luigi's Mansion. Alright, well, I know this one. I can't read the name, but the only reason I know of this is because of the crossover on Final Fantasy. This is Yokai Watch, I think. Yokai Mon or Yokai Watch? I think it's Yokai Watch. Sort of like a Pokemon-ish kind of game because it has monsters in it, I suppose. That's a little bit of a... bit too regularly, like, how do you call it? Generalized, I guess. It's a bit too generalized to just call it Pokemon game. Because it obviously isn't. The only reason I called it like that is because it has monsters in it that you need to capture. Alright, and we got another one of those completely randomized books. This is one of the reasons I started learning Japanese. Because I get a lot of stuff from Japan and... what does it say? I have no idea. 2015, something something 2. So we're gonna put that on top of the other one. Another cool book, the one I'm gonna keep. World of Final Fantasy, official complete guide. Again, just thick and massive. Wonder who's the author. I like how they just crossed out the price here, but it says here 1850 yen. That is, how much is that? 12 euros? I don't really know exactly. Is the offer Square Enix itself? I can't tell. In Europe we got Piggyback or we got Piggyback and another one. I forgot the other one. There's two that are the main authors of guides. Maybe I'll come up with the name later. One is Piggyback. Another Roll of Final Fantasy, another one for the keep. This one's different. As in, it's a lot bigger than the rest. But it's a lot thinner, so here they just choose to go for width and height instead of thickness. Dragon Quest 10. Also a keeper, obviously. They're all sealed. I'm not sure if these guys resealed them or this is the original seal, because they also put the sticker on top of the seal instead of on top of the magazine, which is awesome. People should learn from that, man. Do not put it on the paper. Like the one from Luigi's no, what was it? Zelda. Dragon Quest 10. Awesome. I should really start playing more Dragon Quest games, because I've only been playing Final Fantasy games on Square Enix a lot, but I have so many Dragon Quest games left untouched. Alright. Got another Dragon Quest 10 guide. I had to check there. Look at the amazing artwork, man. It's in the shape of an axe. I learned from my teacher that one of the things to remember the Japanese 10 with, which is basically almost like a cross, is a little remembrance. If you turn it, the whole symbol, if you turn it sideways, it becomes like a Roman 10, the Roman numeral for 10. That's how I remember the Japanese 10. That's one of the easiest ones. Well, I guess the easiest one is 1, which is one stripe, and then there's two stripes, and there's three stripes. Though they have different lengths, but those are easy to remember. I like the artwork on the top, on the front. Final Fantasy 10. Dragon Quest 10, excuse me. Then we have... yeah, I reckon so the first two, or those two there, are Monster Strike, because this one is also called Monster Strike. Another big book. Should research that on Monster Strike. I don't know what game it is. They forgot to cross it out. 400 yen. That's so cheap, man. It's a bit more... it's a lot less than what I paid for it, but... especially once you start including the shipping. Another amazing book for the keeping. I like how they said Dragon Quest 10 official guidebook. Now what about the other ones? Were they not official? Shiny. Some of the heroes. Never touched Dragon Quest X yet. I like their art style though. It's very, very different than Final Fantasy. Dragon Quest art style never changed that much over the years, to be honest. I mean, they started looking better, but the art style itself never changed that much. Ah, this is cool. It's Nergigante from Monster Hunter World. This is one cool looking book. It's also sealed. That is it's the New World, but I forgot the name. Is it called Horizon? The city basically. It's made of ships. The ships they used to sail to the New World, and then they just broke them apart. Here's actually your quest giver, your partner. Put a sticker on her face. How rude. Monster Hunter World. Huge fan of Monster Hunter. Alright, last but certainly not least. Wow, what is this? I know what it is, it's Dragon Quest X. But this one is probably one of the biggest size-wise, and then... Look at that. 2013, it's already pretty old. It's quite thick, it's 2 fingers. Probably another official guide. There's a lot of stuff in the back as well, here. I'm not sure there's posters in there, but it feels a lot thicker. So I reckon this book alone is already like 2.5 to 3 kilos. Pretty heavy book. Well guys, lots of big items this time, especially if you include all the Super Nintendo controllers. But yeah, overall happy. This is basically the first box I sent had a lot of cool stuff in it. The second box I sent had a lot of cool stuff in it, which unfortunately is still lost in transit. Just saying it again, thanks PostNL. But this is basically whatever was left there. So lots of cool items, especially this one. I'm loving this one. And the books, the controllers, my package from Square Enix itself, thanks for that. It's not sponsored, didn't get it for free, had to pay it and wait half a year, but that's okay. Yeah, this is it basically. Lots of cool stuff. Lots of it is for resale actually this time, except for anything that has Square Enix stamp on it, of course. So I'm gonna end the video here, guys. If you liked the video, please leave it a like. If you're new to my channel and you'd like to help out, please consider subscribing. Also, if you have any tips, comments or suggestions, leave them down below and I'll try to reply to you as soon as I can. This is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and I hope to see you guys in the next Let's Unbox. Till then. Alright guys, a little after video, because when I was packing everything up again, I realized I missed one item. Why? Because it's in the bubble wrap, it's right here. It's actually a pretty cool item, so let me show it to you. I hope the condition is okay. So, I'm not really sure, I haven't done my research on it, but I think there was a promo when you bought the Final Fantasy VII Remake. There was a lottery, you could win some items. That's what it looks like to me at least. And there was a display unit for it. And this is that display unit. So we have this one. It's part of a stand. Not sure how it works exactly. Let's see. So it's consisting of 3 things. We got here, you could see the main prizes. Let me zoom in. The main prize was Sephiroth, a figurine of Sephiroth. That was the main prize. Then the A prize, which is over here, is Cloud. Then you got the B prize, which is Aerith, which was already sold out, I think, due to the sticker. This one was already won. Then you got the C prize, which is this big plushie Moogle, which I do have in my previous video. Then you got the D prize, which are some pins, some really cool looking pins. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. There we go. Got these pins here, metallic pins. I have some of these. They were lost in that package. Some of those. And then the E-price is these almost like liquor glasses. Like drinking glasses. I had some of these as well. Also lost in the other package. So I can rebuy these. These are not too... what do you call them? Not too rare. That's the E price. The F price were these stickers, I assume. I can't really tell what they were. Here we go. And then the G price, which is one of the coolest things, to be honest. Here. You got figurines. But these figurines are made in the original Final Fantasy VII. Like their boxy 3D art. Cloud, Bareth, Tifa, Aerith, Reno, Sephiroth, Nanaki / Red 13, and then the special price, which is cross-dressing Cloud, actually, I can tell you that. So yeah, this is that stand, and this is also part of it. Sephiroth, that's the figurine you could win, and don't tell me that ain't awesome. 26 centimeters. Let me zoom out. Realized I was too zoomed in. Right, so that's the stand, and yeah, you can put them together. There's a little pocket here. Now that I think of it, I put them already in the box. Those little strips, I think they go in here. They seem to be that size. Yeah, it's a stand. Pretty cool. Probably put them together once I have these items so I can display them around it. So alright, this is it. Little cutscene. I'll edit this at the end. Thank you guys. See ya.